is by Massenet, and it's from Herodiade. And I heard this gorgeous aria when I was in grad school, and there was one girl that would always sing it, and I'm like, man, like that's the type of music that I want to sing. Because still in grad school, I was kind of singing different sorts of pieces, and it wasn't until a few years ago when I went to my French coach, and he said, we got to get you a new French aria, and he says, hey, what about this? And he starts playing it, and I'm like, oh man, it's the Massenet, and I'm like, oh, but I can't. And I sat with it for a year before I even started singing it because I was horrified. I was like, if I sing this, I have to do it justice. It has to sound really beautiful. So I'm still, even every time I hear myself sing it now, I'm like, oh, that wasn't very good. You know, so I'm like really hard on myself about that one, but I think that's a piece that I'll always have in my repertoire. It's always really cool to work with Eric. We've been working together for a long time, but even if we weren't, he's such a fantastic musician, and he has worked with so many different singers that he listens and he understands that you need to breathe at this moment, or you know, there are certain things that singers do because they're not sure what the accompanist will do, like if the accompanist is listening to us, so we'll kind of rush through things. And I tend to do that. It's a young singer thing to do. I still make mistakes, right? You know, we all do. But Eric will say, hey, you know, you can breathe there, or, you know, I'll slow down for you, that sort of thing. And there's so many accompanists like that. So I'm really lucky to have found one that, you know, doesn't live too far away, that I can call on to work with. So since I haven't been doing full shows in a long time, I started doing my own recitals and things, and I have a birthday recital coming up because this is a milestone birthday. I'm going to be 30, I don't mind telling you. I'm going to be 30 years old, and I couldn't think of anything that I wanted to do besides sing for people. So I'm getting some music ready for that, and it's going to be a lot of fun. It was really funny because when I first started singing opera, it was rough. It was rough. I mean, I sounded like a foghorn. I mean, we all do because we're trying to get into the head space in order to sing without a microphone, have the sound bounce off of our bones. And now, years and years later, I'm kind of am surprising myself that the foghorn went to sounding like something. So my friends that hear me sing now, they're like, wow, that's so great, and you sound amazing. I don't even understand what is happening right now. And it's so funny because, I mean, it feels great to hear that, but then I'm always like, no, but I didn't sing this part right, and you guys, no, I don't know. I feel like a lot of growth can happen in my singing. There's still, you know, I feel like I'm a cake, a really vibrantly colored cake, but there still needs to be a bunch of icing on that'll make me look different than the other vibrant cakes. So there are all these little things that I still am working on in my voice, and I think I'll always be a student. I'll always be learning and training and things like that. But there are, you know, I mean, we can all work on things, but me personally, I want to get those fine points, and I want to be able to, when people hear my voice, there's this thing that I do that somebody else can't do.